Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Heavenwards. I'm currently stuck in a queue. Hooray! Oh, so I'm up before 12. Hooray! Oh, so for some reason in my area, it's been very humid the past couple of days. Okay, wait, why is pink? wait, did I actually change this? Hold on, did I actually? System config? I did actually change it to the pink. Oh god, I probably didn't. I didn't notice I had to log in again for it to take effect. Oh god damn. Well, it's in clear pink now. My menus are now in pink. Okay, welcome back to Heavenwards. Right, we're going to be starting to do the main story quests now, main scenario quests now. However, we also have a joyless celebration to quickly do as part of the Heavenwards shenanigans of the Machinist quests. A party, is it? Bah! I ain't going all I did during the tourney was watch. How can you say that, Master Waffniful? Without your instruction, we never have stood a chance. Now look at us, upstart commoners defeating the likes of seasoned knights. I taught ye how to shoot, aye, but that tourney victory was something ye managed all on your own. I can see arguing with you ain't getting me nowhere. I'll just drag you back to the workshop instead. But still, we can't begin the festivities without joy. This time of day shall be our chores in the manor house. Maybe you can talk to the Count, who'll let her leave early to attend the celebration. She ain't one to abandon her duties half done, though. Best to approach the Count directly, not give her a chance to object. Aye, the lass is awful serious about her work. Wouldn't want her keeling over from guilt now, would we? The Count should be home if you don't mind talking to him. I'll be sure the instructor here makes it to the celebration. Okay, why is my inventory starting to be color-coded? Oh yeah, because I've got bits of gear that didn't go into my armory chest. That's something else we need to do. Also, these spare marble ceilings that might as well just discard. I'm not going to be selling them on the market board, and I'm sure anyone who wants them just goes and does an All-in-Vale one these days, so because it's a guaranteed inner chest. Right. Anywho, so actually, that means I should probably check. Yeah, that does mean actually, I think I do need to actually go through and sort all that stuff out at some point. Well, anyways. Both our quests in the same square mile. I love when that happens. Can't tell you not. There is to be celebration, is there? Naturally you've come to fetch Joy. Pray return to the manufactory, and I shall be along forthwith to explain why she shan't be attending. Damn it. Well, we should have expected this, considering the quest name is A Joyless Celebration. It's going to be a sad celebration. We did it. We proven ourselves. Then why are we all crying? Because we're going to be the reasons why people could do shit that would be bad. Insert some real life incident here. Alright, let's see what's going on. And see, me referring to gun crime is perfectly fine because it's nothing to do with my country. Meanwhile, if I mention knife crime, then that would open up a can of worms I don't want to get into. All I can say on recent knife-related matters is people shouldn't be getting stabbed for any reason, really. Everyone is present, yes? Once again, pray allow me to congratulate you all on your tourney performance. You celebrate your victory. However, I have news. What is it, Father? Just quite a sudden development, but Joy has wed. Yay! Here's the lucky man. Bloody hells! There's another good reason to bring out the grog. Now, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, we should be celebrating that. Wed? I had naught of any engagement. She is gone then. Aye, Joy's chambers at the manor has already been emptied. And now that she is married, I do not foresee her returning to the manufactory. She left behind her firearm. Oh, well. Wait, what's Joy getting married got to do with her leaving the workshop? Wasn't needs to learn some stuff, I would believe. Within the rules of Ishgard, and we probably should learn this too because we're new to all this as well, just usually the unwed what serve the manor houses. Many retire from such work upon the day of their marriage, as young Joy has done. 'Tis all too much. Now that we have at least earned a modicum of recognition, 'tis ill-timed indeed to lose so talented a machinist. 'Twould seem that familial circumstances demanded a swift union be made. Let us not bemoan what is lost. Let us instead raise a toast to the happiness Joy has found. I mean, yeah, she's happy with the marriage she's gone, and that's not so bad. You must needs accept that your colleague has moved on and adapt your strategies accordingly. House Decimal will call upon you soon, and I expect to hear great things from this allied operation. A yawning abyss has opened in our ranks. How could you leave us without so much as a final farewell? Even a note. Familial circumstances. Has something ill befallen her dad, I wonder? Our Celestics might know more than anyone else here. Celestics, you are acquainted with Joy's father? Aye, we oft hunted together. He was the one that suggested I try me hand here at the workshop. Told me his daughter found herself a decent job with a fine employer. Am I happy to tell you whether his daughter has gone? Whither his daughter has gone, not whether. I would fain convince both the wife and her new husband to accept positions at the manufactory. I mean, if this new man is willing to be a gunman, then, you know, I'll speak with him, me lord. I don't much fancy taking to the field without Joy and her uncanny aim at my side. Yeah, fair enough. Even should Joy refuse my overture, however, we cannot simply abandon our obligation to House Decimal. Wasn't fooled, you must drill your students without quarter. I'll push him as hard as you like, boss, as long as I'm fairly compensated. Alright, fair enough. The celebration shall have to wait, Chris. Unless we can persuade Joy to return, the burdens of battle must be divided betwixt those of us who remain. But surely she'll come back to us. Surely. The ominous way that we're all thinking about things aside, the next one will be available at level 52. So, you know. So next time when we're doing Pushing the Broom, which will also get us auto crossbow, we will be helping out still Fabian and the gang at that time. For now though, let us actually start to doing the main story quest. Yeah, we've been kind of just leaving Alphino in the just outside of House 4 Temps. I was about to say House Hortifont, then it's like, that's wrong, it's 4 Temps. As this is your first time in our fair city, pray permit me to show you to the Hoplon, from whence we may gaze upon the splendour of the Holy Fort. Though all other sights pale in comparison, it is only meet that you see it first. I shall then show you around the Jewelled Crozier, where you may purchase all manner of goods and services, before descending to Foundation's Aetherite Plaza. If there are no questions... Random Reaper. But yes, anyways, now it's time to take in the sights. And we hop up here first, I can then go to and from getting all that stuff. Dark Knight's there, but we're not grabbing it. I refuse to. Who knows? I know, I'll play it for Shadowbringers, considering Warrior Darkness and all that. No. And all other things that would just be me just spoiling Shadowbringers, which, by the way, is now part of the free trial as of 7.5. So if you happen to have not touched this game with a 10-foot pole, then now's the time to do so, because you get Shadowbringers for free, which is just like, that's the best. It's just like, fucking damn it, Square, why couldn't I have gotten it for free? Yeah. The Hoplon, so named for the bronze great shield borne by our nation's patron deity, is the largest plaza in Ishgard. The magnificent cathedral to the north is, of course, the Holy Fort. You can still hear cries of people's PTSD to this day, of events that I cannot say yet. The Vault is both Ishgard's seat of government and the residence of the Archbishop of the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. Woo, there's a Pope. Begging your pardon, the statues to the south, are they perchance Forden's famed Knights 12? Looking at all these fairy statues. Very good, Master Alphino. They are the fathers of Ishgard, the brave knights who joined with King Forden I to put down Nihilg and found his great nation. Ours is a city rich in history and tradition. There is much you can learn by exploring the pillars, time permitting, of course. Obviously, yes, at the end of the day, if we don't have the time, then we can't do the whole exploration stuff. Now then, if you would follow me to the Jewelled Crozier, I shall introduce you to Mistress Elise, our master at the markets. And I'm going to go in the opposite direction to grab an Aetherite. Anyway, Because obviously the whole quest is like, oh, you know, you get to the Heavenwards Plaza and then you have the Heavenwards Plaza, but it's like you can just go to the Heavenwards Plaza without doing the quest, so, you know. Looks like someone started doing Dark Knight over there. Just, you know, you can tell that there might be the case, because I'm assuming the single player duty starts there or ends here-ish, so it's more just... this is something I don't remember it fully. Hooray! There's Astrologian. Yeah, well, the way to describe what goes on with Astrologian is, hey, did you like going to Gridania? You gotta go to Gridania again. Yay! Well, that's just one bit that's in Limsa, but primarily Gridania. Yay! For you Gridania fans out there. Attuning myself to various things. Is that all of them up here? No, I've got... Let us make our way to the Astrologian Guild real quick. Well, the Astrologian Building real quick, more like, but since that is also required. I don't know why it had to be so humid yesterday, but it was, and I hated it. And believe it or not, and I think I've had to explain this to someone recently, yes, I do melt in 20-degree weather because I believe it, because I have to listen to the system called Celsius. People who keep... I don't know why people keep thinking I'm American. I'm not. For fuck's sake. Oh, hey, we got all the Heavenwards. We can now just go to the Gates of Judgment as an infinite destination. I don't know why they don't let us get anything else other than that, but well. Anyways, to George Quesia. I don't get it why, but it's like, oh, clearly you're from a different part of England. I guess there are plenty of people who have not heard of anyone from Somerset. Then again, there's sometimes where I don't even sound like I'm from Somerset, so. Well, you're clearly not locals or travelling peddlers, which makes you all... Well, hey, people that happen to exist. Ah, wards of House Four Tents. How very interesting. Count Edmund has granted us leave to remain in Ishgard for as long as we wish, which may be some time. Accordingly, we will have the need of sundry goods, hence I'll decide to make your acquaintance. This is of course assuming you are content to accept the custom of foreigners, should you be uncomfortable. Young sir, we do not discriminate in manners and money. If you have coin to spend, who are we to refuse it? Weapons, armour, accoutrements, medicine, materials, whatever you desire, it can be found in the Croatia. Our merchants will be more than happy to accommodate you, as you shall soon see. Our next destination is the Heavenwards Plaza in Foundation, if everyone is ready. Well, we better be, but hey, you know, the market area! We've already been through this area due to my own desires for other things. Anyway, you know what? While we're here, let's sort things out. Any weapon that we're definitely not going to be using ever again, I'm just going to turn to infantry and then sell. So this one's... Oh, no. This one's pickaxe. We'll keep the virus there. Green gear I'll keep in just because that'll probably be our glamour. We'll turn that one because I don't decide it. So everything rabbit daggers? Huh. Well, anyways. Return to inventory, return to inventory, return to inventory, return to inventory. Honestly, the weapons, got plenty of space now. Now, as for this, we discard the Legionary Pfizer, because, you know, the Green Beret will probably glamour, the Northern Mars probably glamour that as well, actually. Other than that, it's mainly green gear that I wanna either glamour or keep. Damn it. Whereas torso-wise, probably best to get rid of some of these, especially this additional toeskin jacket. That's all I can do on that one. Gloves! Okay, this is actually all sorted. Besides me having to return some stuff. it's good for me to clean up some of this, but considering we'll be getting more gear through quests. So get rid of that pair. Oh, no, I actually have that equipped. Don't have too many that are not equipped. Right, and then we go to a vendor and we sell this stuff. Okay, right. Downside to having a computer and an Xbox on at the same time. It gets warm as hell when the weather's designed to be like this. I'm going to open my window. If I have to close it because of a stupid bleeding cat, I'm going to... Oh, well, I'm not going to do anything bad to said cats because I'll get into trouble with neighbours. But hopefully the current state of my garden deters them. Although it won't, because I've been... Because it's been in better states, and for some reason cats seem to have enjoyed going through some of the mess, and so it's like, right, okay, right, let's head to the Heavenwards Plaza and get taking in the sights handed in. I must say, it is nice to be making progress for once. Although, to be fair, we did 2 streams where I was grinding backing this up to 50, so... Oh, 1. Oh, God, teleport. Jumping down the steps. And here we have Foundation's Heavenwards Plaza. If you're yet to attune to the Heavenwards, it would be wise to do so now. And look at this gear. Although none of this is gear that we want, so we'll just be taking the silver pieces. Now here's the gear we want, Rainbow Cap of Aiming. It's already going to be better than what we've just recently gotten, damn it. But that's fine. It just means that I have gear that I'm going to glamour pretty much immediately. It's also why if you get like the Tombstone gear that's like item level 130, you can have that going on for a good while into Heavenwards. So like if I was to play a healing class like Astrologer or White Mage or Scholar, I'd actually be basically staying in the same outfit for a lot longer. As for our next destination, maybe we should decide together. What else can be found nearby? The Skysteel manufactory stands to the west. There our engineers conceive and manufacture weapons for use against the dragons. The Holy Stables, where chocobos are trained for war, also lie in that direction. Yeah, I know the manufacturer by now. We've been there for a while. To the north and east can be found the congregation of our knights most heavenly, while to the south and east, well, it would be best if you avoided that area. That's where all the wretched scum happened to be. I was trying to make the Star Wars reference and then failed completely. And why is that? I fear our knights may not be able to ensure your safety in the lowest levels, Master Alphino. Hold your nose when you pass the broom, little lord. A delicate flower like you is like to wilt in our fumes. Why, it's some random person. You misjudge me, sir, for I am no lord but a humble traveller. Oh, come to see the sights, have ye? Take a turn down the hoplon and go up at the statues. If you've a mind to learn how the better half live, come and have a drink at the Forgotten Knight, if your nursemaid'll let ye. Yeah, that's definitely someone that you probably should be careful about, but well. My humblest apologies, Master Alphino. Pray pay that drunken lout no mind. Unfortunately for this attendant, the Forgotten Knight is where we can go and be in an inn if we want to look out there. Oh, but I must. It would not do to refuse such a heartfelt invitation. Yes, I simply must see this Forgotten Knight for myself. It wasn't a heartfelt invitation, whatever. I trust you see the wisdom in this quest. There are few sources of information more abundant than a bustling local hostelry? It's an inn. Not that I expect to hear any news of our missing comrades just yet. Nevertheless, you can say what we might learn of recent events. Now we just take one step in. Did you hear that all these scions in Oyosia got captured? Yeah, they having to keep them locked up in place of name that we can easily get to. Oh, sweet, we can just go get them. No, obviously not. Then I'm coming too. Oh yeah, Tataru's with us. It's Tataru! Yeah! I should probably pay more attention to that fact. If this was your standard Final Fantasy adventure, we need more party members? It's just us and Alphino that can actually fight. Actually no, Tataru probably could be decent as a low level content in terms of being an Arcanist. It's just her own setbacks that lend her to not. I am potentially heading the wrong way to get there, but oh well. Yeah, we'll go this way anyway, because... Ooh, the sun has started to rise here in Ishgard, and it looks lovely. So anyway, time to go into the filthy indoors. Yeah, let's talk to this guy. Must say, this is rather unusual. Not just one, but a whole party of fresh new faces in my tavern. We but recently arrived in Ishgard, and are eager to acquaint ourselves with her more notable establishments. Master Gilberont, just Gilberont will do, and I'm glad you think so highly of my establishment. Can't promise it will live up to your expectations, but if it's decent food and drink you're after, you could do much worse. Judging by the number of customers, I see. I suspect your fare is rather more than decent. Speaking of your clientele, couldn't help but notice the difference between those who frequent the upper and lower floors. Spotted that, did you? Aye. Up here you'll find peddlers, porters, off-duty knights and so forth, dropping in on their way to or from somewhere else. Regulars maybe, but not locals. Folks on the broom, they tend to congregate downstairs, where we offer a menu more suited to their tastes. Cheaper meals, stronger spirits. Oh, quality mind, not the sort of stuff I recommend to yourselves. You speak of the lowest levels, yes? Why do they call them the broom, if I may ask? Well, you see, they're very good at sweeping, but also because when the weather's foul and the broom rolls in thick, it's the poor sods living at the bottom who have to deal with it. Ah, I see. And it's not just the weather. When the wyverns broke through the wards and started tearing up the sea, it was the broom that got the worst of it, while the pillars enjoyed the protection of the high houses and the temple knights. More than a few people are still sore about that mind, which is why, considering your present company, I recommend you keep your wits about you. You mean to go below and something sharp in your boot, just to be sure. I should take your words to heart, sir. Master Alphino, I think it would be best if we returned to Four Temps Manor. You're going ahead without me. I'm staying for a drink or two. Oh, okay, fair enough. Miss Tataru, I am afraid that is out of question. My lord the Count would never forgive me if I abandoned one of his charges in such a place. Least of all a maiden. What are you up to, Tataru? Look around, Alphino. This tavern is full of people whose business regularly takes them beyond the gates of judgment. With friends like that, I could practically live here and wait for the newest gossip to come to me. Indeed, but will you be safe here on your own? Oh, please. Do you know how often I looked after the raking sands and the rising stones by myself? If I had a guild for every unwelcome caller I've driven away, I'd be rich beyond my wildest dreams. I'll be fine. Not that I doubt the lady's neck for any of unwanted advances, but I'll be damned if I'm going to let anyone lay an unwelcome hand on a patron in my establishment. That settles it then. Tataru? Chris and I shall return to the manor for now. Contact me by link below if you require assistance. I will. Good. Well, we can leave Tataru to our own devices and get on with our own stuff. Like freeing up more inventory, more armory chest space by going into the here and glamoring a bunch of gear that I'm not going to be using. I might as well, because you never know when I might end up just speccing into a tank class. Apparently I have left a bit of gear in there, but well. Why? Okay. Weapon-wise, I'm not too bothered, although I will get some of these additional books out of my way, and I'll put the stuff in there. Oh, I left the great boiler. Shields don't matter, because I'm not going to be getting more shields. Any of this stuff I'm just going to put in there. Yeah, the Harlequin's cap I'll put in. One port helm, temple chain, vigil coif, pawn circlet. Oh, we're putting the spectacles and the bandana since I kept them there. That's just more for if I feel like it, kind of, yeah. Put this stuff in. Yeah, put the ore and stuff in. So much gear to put in. Oop. If I ever need to level up a class, I can take them back out or something. Oh yeah, we already have better gear than the arm bit, so yeah. That's just good to know that that's what's happening there. Doing this is useful because it just means that we now have a lot less gear in our way. Oh yeah, you know what? Dim skirt casting should definitely go in there. Let's go to there. Gotta get through this so I can actively. Right, there's us there. But those are not using the bits of aiming either. Ooh. We'll leave a few bits and pieces. Sorry, I wanted the... Ooh, our ear bits. Actually, you know what? I might just end up selling most of the ears anyway. Neck as well. It's like, I'll keep them in there because then it's not taking up space. Same with the fingers and the wrists. Anything I've got that would go into here instead. Other than the earring. No? Okay, good. Right. Ugh. Right, now to head back to Four Temps Manor. Ugh. Last vigil. Welcome, Master Fur. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes, please. I need to be indoors. Count Edmund, I am now back. Tell us then, Master Alphino, does Ishgard meet with your expectations? That which I imagined pales in comparison to the reality. I felt the weight of 1,000 years of history with every step I took, and when those steps took me past the scars left by the wyverns in Foundation, I understood how easily that history could end in tragedy. The attack was devastating, the casualties unspeakable, the wyverns did not discriminate, unarmed men and women, even children were given no quarter. Sir Imric has ordered his knights to strengthen our defences, and each house has been called upon to lend what support it can. There is much to be done, yet alas, able-bodied men and women are in short supply. Mayhap we could be of assistance, my lord. After all you have done for us, we would welcome any opportunity to repay your kindness. Yeah, I've got this gun I can use now, so... That is a most generous offer, Master Alphino. You are guests in my home, to whom I have extended my hospitality without obligation, let or lien. Nevertheless, Ishgard's need is great, and if you are willing to aid our cause, I cannot well refuse. Good, what would you ask of us? From what I have heard, you are an intelligent and persuasive young man. Such qualities may prove most useful to us in our efforts to secure provisions from foreign sources, identifying trustworthy suppliers, brokering contracts, and so on. Whereas our qualities are more different. As for you, Master Fur, I could ask for no one better than a storied veteran such as yourself, a man with the capacity to act swiftly and decisively when needed, to aid our Toriel and Menelaine in their duties. I beg your pardon? Well, we know which one hates us more. I am more than capable of carrying out my duty by myself. I have no need of our honoured guest's assistance. Now, be reasonable, brother. What manner of fool would say no when a famous hero offered to do his work? Hold your tongues. By the Fury, the two of you will conduct yourselves with dignity befitting your station, and show Master Fur the respect he deserves. This is the man who slew Gaius Van Belsar, well, and some half-dozen primals besides. He is not here to steal your glory or serve as your errand boy. If you can pardon them their propriety, Master Fur, I should be much obliged if you would lend my sons a helping hand. My thanks. Fury willing, they may even learn something from you. And so Edmund goes off to do whatever it is he's meant to be doing. Man, Addison have such height differences. If you compare Alphino to some of the taller ones, it's quite clear. It would seem we shall not want for employment over the coming days, though that was never in doubt. Our host's initial reluctance to accept our offer of aid was solely for appearance's sake. In truth, he is glad of this opportunity to put us to work. By granting us patronage, House Vortemps has taken a tremendous risk. Till we demonstrate our worth to Ishgard at large, the Count will face considerable opposition from his peers in matters great and small. So he would have us publicly serve Ishgard while simultaneously keeping his sons in check. 'Tis an arrangement we may benefit from in unexpected ways. My own duties may feasibly bring me into contact with people who know something of our missing comrades. As you go about helping our two lords with their various responsibilities, you will inevitably make new acquaintances in Ishgard, mayhap even new allies. Yes, the more I think on it, the more confident I am that by furthering their goals, we shall further our own. And we get a rainbow cap of aiming, which is better than what we've gotten last time for our head. So just put on some makeup and then we can go do 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 do. It's green and yellow. I don't know why they chose to do that. Anyway, we actually have 2 main story quests. Basically means that we can help either one out in whichever order. For Emmanuel, it's onwards and upwards. He's in high spirits. Hooray! Shall we be off then, old boy? But where are my manners? Emmeline D. Vortemps, second son of Count Edmund D. Vortemps. Trueborn, that is. Yes, I know what you're thinking, and you're absolutely right. What ill fortune to be born second in a society where the eldest inherits all. Oh, my brother would never cut me off, 'tis true, but who could be satisfied subsisting on a meagre allowance, forever overshadowed by his sibling? Not I, old boy, not I. Sorry, Emmeline, I can't relate. Eldest born privileges. Which is why I need your help, to ensure that this business in the Sea of Clouds goes swimmingly, so that the tales of my great deeds can win me a place in the people's hearts, or better yet, rise me higher in their estimations than Artorial. Ambitious, I grant you, but now I do have a legendary hero to do my bidding. Ha ha ha! Oh, don't look at me that way, I jest. Anyway, we are to aid the good men and women of House Hallionart. They have ever been steadfast friends to our house, though they've fallen hard times since the calamity, poor blighters. As for precisely what we will be doing, well, what fun would it be if I told you everything in advance? Just come along with me to the airship landing. We'll need to take the airship to Camp Cloudtop. Well, off he goes. We can choose to do that. Or we could talk to Artorial and get a different quest of Over the Wall. He's less than eager to brief us on the mission that he's got. Darn. Let us begin anew, Master Fur. I am Sir Artorial D. Vortemps, eldest son of Count Edmund D. Vortemps. You will forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Horchefant has spoken of you often. If you are even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, we will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Duanderi and Desimel. You are aware of our friendly rivalry, I take it? Aye, well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture. But we shall speak more of that anon. First, we must need secure transportation to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo Stables in Foundation. So, at this point in the story, we are in the part where we get to do 2 different quest chains. Hooray! We can either do Artorial's right now and head off to Corvus Western Highlands, or we can go do Emmeline's, which takes us over to the Sea of Clouds, the southern part. Looking at things we'll be getting throughout the main quest are, of course, the rainbow gear. Well, no, not necessarily rainbow, actually. The rainbows are, but no. The stuff of aiming we'll get from doing Emma Lanes is the legs and the boots, and from doing tutorials we'll get the robe and gloves. Okay. So basically we just have to make our choice as to whether or not we want to go to Falcon's Nest or Camp Cloudtop. And I don't know entirely just yet. Both, I believe, are in a similar location though when it comes to where we need to be. So yeah. Or I'm wrong and they're both in different areas. Nope, Onwards and Upwards is in the airship landing, but seeing as it says Sea of Clouds and Sea of Clouds, there actually are some quests in the area. Dinner for 4, obviously there's, yeah, no. They are in different locations. The Foundation is where the other one is, which is there, over by the Chocobo thing. Right. Might as well, since we're doing stuff at level 50, we might as well take a gander at some of these quests that we can now see. Actually, how many are there? There's 3 in total. There's one right down here called Dinner for 4. This also gives me time to think as to which one I want to go to first, so... Excuse me, adventurer. I would ask a favour of you on behalf of House Fortemps. My lord is hosting a banquet and requests attendance from the other high houses. Take these invitations and see they are delivered at once. Of course, you'll likely not be granted an audience with the lords and ladies of the high houses. Leaving these with the guards will do, but they must be delivered. Alright, fair enough. Let's go to the Hallionat. Oh, pardon me, Manor immediately. Bartolot is who we talk to. What business have you with House Hallionat? I have this invitation. An invitation to dine with House Fortemps. Your lord would be honoured to attend. I'm afraid he's quite busy at the moment, what with the breach of Ishgard's defences and rising heretic activity. Can't rightly say he's too busy though. That's for him to decide. You have me word this invitation will be delivered. Good. That's all we're asking for. And then the next one's over there. I've kind of gone the wrong way slightly, but we can jump down from here. Ow, my legs. So, you know, it's nice that there's some side quests you can do at this point. Obviously, there'll be more in the areas that we can be going to, but yeah, that's for us to do later. Over at the Desmel Manor, there's a person here for us to talk to. This is the residence house Desmel. If you have no business here, I must ask you to leave. I have this invite. You must at least read it, I guess. A banquet hosted by House Fortemps, I see. Oh, it's nothing. It's just, my lord has been tied up with the restoration of Falcon's Nest. I imagine making time to attend will be difficult. Nevertheless, I'll see to it he receives the invitation. And that's the best we can hope for, really. It's just people at least going, I've read it. Doesn't mean I accept. Yeah, where's the third one then? Where's the last one? In terms of... over there. I'll head over to the George Poisia then. A simple quest to be had, for sure. And over here is, of course, the last house, the Duenderry House. It's good to know of these locations, potentially, you never know. What business brings you to House Duenderry? Speak up. Invite. Go to. Please. A dinner with House Fortemps. And whose favour did they aim to gain this time? No concerns you, but House Duenderry and Fortemps don't likely see eye to eye. Little wonder they would ask you to deliver this missive. But far be it from me to exaggerate matters. Exebrate even. The invitation will be delivered. What my lord does with it is not my concern. You have this invite to House Fortemps, my lord. Oh, I've thrown the fire. There is a cross. There is a quest there and a quest in there, so I'll be sure to head into both directions. Probably could have grabbed the quest for us there in the Geopoisia. Ah well, that's on me. Bum, ba-dum, bum. And so you have returned. I hope you were not met with too much hostility. The higher houses of Ishgard are descended from the heroes who once fought alongside Haldrath, the first Sword Dragoon. Their ancestors were the founders of Ishgard, and it is from their bloodlines the Archbishop is chosen. There is no force greater than their combined strength when pitted against the Horde. When fighting for power here in Ishgard, however, they are like coals, fighting for territory in a small pit. To involve yourself in politics here is a dangerous game. You'll do well to remember that. Well, we're kind of involved by default because we had to use 4 attempts to be able to even get in here. And even then, there was a lot of stuff we had to do to make sure that we didn't screw up too much. Right, Emmeline's there, but this is just shows that you don't actually have to talk to airship visitors to get into the landing itself. Hooray! Because there's a person here that we can talk to. The best laid plans. You have the look of someone in need of a task. Well, it just so happens I'm looking for a helping hand. One of our delivery airships is under repairs and we're in the midst of preparing a test flight. Ensuring a safe flight path is the utmost importance, and I need someone to take this flight path to Jakarta. I'm just going to mess that one up. At the Ethereum Astrologum. I would be ever grateful if you could take it to him. Alright. Thankfully, I think we don't have to suddenly start doing the astrology quests. Otherwise, that'd be back to level 30. It's like all signs point to no, Chris. You should have picked up astrology. And it's like, I don't wanna. But anyway, here's the guy you talk to normally for the astrology quest. So, you know. Greetings and welcome to the Ethereum Astrologum. Might I ask what drew you here to this place of learning? This is a flight plan. Ah, Mrs. from Miss Killerlooks. I made her sound more masculine than I should have. Oops, Daisy. Another test flight, I see. And it leaves us pressed for time. Our knowledge of the dragon's hunting cycles indicates they will be quite active around this time. I'm going to tell you what would happen should any of our airships encounter them. This is why astrologers must interpret the stars for signs of Javanian activity before airships are permitted to leave. But delaying the shipment would have grave repercussions. I imagine it's to hasten the presence of the airship. Pray speak with Foreman out at the Sky Still manufacturing and see if there's aught he can do. Alright, to the manufactory! Hooray! I wish it was colder weather again, because then me melting from having an Xbox on wouldn't happen. Oh well. Do we go Camp Cloudtop or do we go... Hasten repairs of the airship. Easier said than done, my friend. We primarily oversee the production of dragon-slaying weapons. Magic. We actually remember stuff. But I suppose if we are to contend with the Horde, it cannot be helped to tell Killerlooks we'll do what we can. Alright, and that's that quest done. Hooray! We just have to go report. And while I'm at it, I'm going to go over to George Quasier and grab the other quest, because we'll be... doing our things. It's now hit noon, which means we've been playing for about 43 minutes. Whee! That's good. I'm glad I didn't just play for 10 minutes and gone and died. This person here has a stable job with a Faravian onion. Our adventure is not afraid of a little hard work, you say. What's this? Looking for a bit of work, are we? You don't look to be one strapped for coin, but I never turn away anyone looking to make an honest skill. Would you mind taking a second chocobo further down to the Holy Stables and Foundation? The Stable Master Civilio is expecting a delivery. He's paying me up front, but fear not, that was merely for the fodder. There's still a delivery charge, and you're welcome to it if you take the fodder down there for me. Alright. There's the fodder. To the Holy Stables, it would seem. Well, I'm gonna add in the best laid plans. Oops, didn't do that. Actually, while I'm back in here, I might as well just check. Ah, there are quests there. Remembering Ishgard, drinking the pain away, and cold days, colder nights. So we'll head over there and grab the quests while we're in the Foundation area. Besides, I'll go to the stables anyway for this quest. So this is something that you miss out when you're super over leveled. Is you just don't bother with the actual like quests that exist. Let's Chocobo Keep for if we want to head that way. Welcome to the Holy Stables. What can I do for you? I have this fodder. Oh, the fodder! Splendid! The Chocobos are infantry, specialising in the breeding and training of cavalry Chocobos, so they must have nothing but the very best. They're put through an admittedly harsh training regimen, and only a Chocobo of the finest stock can endure it. That's why my assistant and I... Wait a second. Where is my assistant? No doubt he's run off to the light feather proving grounds again. Would it be a deal and go get him for me, and tell him to expect Chocobo fodder for summer if he doesn't hurry? Oh, well, I guess I better go do that then. Oh, it's on the other side of the map. Oh, that will pick up quests en route then. Actually, what's that? Oh, levies. I'm not going to touch levies. In my opinion, I think that I don't need to do them, to be honest. There's a fury-fearing elephant here for remembering Ishgard. He has a story to tell. I take it by your garb you're not from here, am I right? The sights of our city must be quite the spectacle. It's a place rich with history. The story of every brook that paves our streets, or frames our hearths and homes. There is much to learn of Ishgard, and suppose I can teach you a thing or two. If you care to listen to this old man's tales, pray meet me at St. Waynet's Forum. And that's up there. So, you know, well, I think we'll head up this way, we'll talk to that assistant further, then head into the Forgotten Night and then down into the Broom. Then we'll have all the quests picked up. And I'm in a fountain. Looking for who? Oh, the stableman. He went inside not long ago. Alright, into the proving grounds. Yep, this is a proving ground. Oi, stableman, you gotta do your work. Hello there, come for a few matches as well, I take it. Have you ever seen anything so exhilarating? There's nothing in this world more majestic than the Chocobo. Spirited and resilient, with plumage kissed by the golden sun. They are my passion, and I long to someday breed the perfect Chocobo. Fortunately, I work at the Holy Stables, or I never have the opportunity. Yeah, or you won't have the opportunity if you're staying here watching stuff. Celia's looking for me? Bugger me with a hay fork. No. The fodder must have arrived. The matches will have to wait. Thanks for the tip, friend. Well, at least they have the wherewithal to actually realise, oh shit, I've got to go do my job and not be like, you go do it, adventurer. Because that would be annoying. Gilbon's got a quest for us, of drinking the pain away. Hey, you there, would you mind taking this bowl and mulled wine to the gentleman downstairs? He's a regular around here and a rather admirable one at that, but for a recent lack of employment he's been looking to get deep in the cups. Thought I'd treat him to a mug of this today and keep a bit of weight in his coin purse. Alright, fair enough, down we go. How did this happen? I feel as if I'm trapped within some waking nightmare. Here's some wine. What's this? No doubt from Gillamont, that admirable bastard. Just what I need to drown my troubles. I was a knight in the service of a proud noble family. That is, until my dear lady was accused of heresy. Everything changed after that. Their prestige, their pedigree, everything was stripped away, including me. They say drinking is merely a pause from thinking, whether I could take from a bottomless mug. Nay, the only thing that stands to wash away is my dignity. Rather than play the drunken fool, I would like to make a gift of this to my lord. Surely this pain I bear is nothing next to his, completely unaware that his wife had committed such heinous crimes. He is a good man. He deserves better. But this is all I can offer him now. Okay, well, I am loath to impose upon your kindness further, but could you take this to him in my place? To let him see me in my current state would be disgraceful. I imagine he is still at the airship landing in the Pillars. Alright, well that's something to do in the Pillars. And we've got this person here with a quest. Cold days, colder nights. Excuse me, sir, do you have any spare wood for a fire? A small bundle, or even a few twigs would do. Of course not. However, a bundle of sticks could warm the hands of so many. The dragons have left foundation in shambles. Countless men and women are without shelter. The bitter chill of death breathing down their necks. I fear some may not even live through the night. I implore you, please speak with Thane Connect at the congregation. Tell him we must have firewood for the citizens here in the broom. Alright, well, that's another thing for me to do. There's a number of places I gotta head into still in this area, so that isn't the main quest, so... Good months, now a triple triad thing. That makes sense. I don't want to touch anything with triple triad with 10th pull, because I haven't actually done much with the wrong bomb side things, so... of that. So anyway, Congregations of the Knights Most Heavenly is where we're heading to talk to this guy. Yes, is there what I could help you with? Yeah, do you have wood? Any wood around here? I see. I am hardly blind to the plight of my people, but firewood is something a commodity these days. I cannot hand it out freely as I might otherwise. However, I might have a solution. During the most recent Drowning assault, a number of buildings were destroyed. I thought it a grave misfortune, but it may yet be a silver lining. The timber we've collected from those buildings is unfit for reconstruction, but you may take as much as you like to the broom. Aha! We can use what's been taken down to great effect. So there's... So I've got to talk to the guy again. Okay, right, let's go do that first, because then all my other stuff are... I'm just paying attention to the map, not paying attention to where I'm actually heading. Because then we have a lot of stuff on the other side and stuff in pillars, so... Did Viscount consent to aid us? Was there any wood to spare? No. My word, this is... I know not what to say. How do you amass such quantities? No matter. Go and distribute this to the people down below. We must do what we can before this cold claims any more lives. Pardon me, and it would appear that we already got that wood, because they did all the deconstructing themselves. Hooray! Frostbitten Vagrant, have no fear, I've got wood! It's so cold, I cannot feel my hands anymore. I wish I was feeling that cold. Here's your scrap wood. Wood for a fire. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. It's quite cold here in Corvus. Are they down there? Yeah, they're down there. Wait. And... Bah! What I wouldn't give for a bit of kindling. Number one. Here's your scrap wood. For me, truly. So it's true what they say about asking and receiving. Thank you. And there's another one over there. I can bear this cold no longer. Perhaps I should. Don't have no fear. This wood is here to help warm you up. What? Firewood? Bless you, sir. Bless you. Where's that person gatekeeping? Oh, the way into the pillars. Oh, why? Oh. Then let's see. So there's marker there for the cold days, cold nights. So we're just running around this area then. Yep, around here. Good to note. Before I went the wrong way. It's cold. So very cold. Here's this firewood. Firewood? Oh, hello and be praised! My, that's quite a load of timber there. Surely you don't mean to distribute that all by yourself. Why don't let me handle that for you? Second duty to repay your kindness. Leave it to me. I know these streets like the back of my hand. Folks will be warming themselves all along these streets in no time flat. Thanks again, mister. Well, be seeing you. I worry that kid's taken all of the West to use for themselves, but what can you do? Saves us a bit of hassle. And that's a quest done. Well, once we've gone to the guy, but still. We've done good work today. So far today, at least. Got more to do. There's always more. More. You do our patron saints proud. Now then, let's take what remains somewhere safe. What? A young innocent girl offered to ration out the West for you? I'm afraid to say you've been duped. Damn it! She is a thief and rather well known here in the Broom. She bears no ill intentions, but this is a fair deal more serious than her usual antics. These are hard times, and I understand how destitution drives one to desperation, but we cannot afford to tolerate her selfish actions. Not now. I pray no one shall want for warmth tonight, but we must recover the firewood, and soon. Oh, here's hoping that they maybe actually do it, and to just assume that they'll be evil is bad, unless there's like too much pattern recognition. That obviously a person like me who hasn't been here long enough to actually sense this sort of thing occurring has been soundly bested in the wordage of the day or whatever. Ugh. Sometimes I worry about my brain. Though then again I should be worried. I did spend several months with it in constant pain, so it still hurts at times as well, so it sucks. Ah, so you come to start taking my company, eh? Let me start with the statue which stands before you here. This is Saint Wynette, a dragoon of great renown, said to have wielded Gaybolg. According to legend, the dragon slew her beloved, and naught but its blood could atone for what she lost. After much searching, she confronted the beast, and now would be the last time she wielded a lance. Upon exacting her revenge, they say she cast it aside on the ground where the dragon was fell, taking up the cloth in its place. From there on, she devoted her life to uplifting the poor and downtrodden. I dare say that there has never been a man or woman so selfless as she is in our history. And so the Ark of the Humble was constructed, that we should never forget her sacrifices. It's perhaps worth mentioning that we of Ishgard take great pride in the work of masonry adorning our streets. Come to find figures of great esteem and respect immortalized in some fashion at nearly every turn. Now then, let us move on to St. Valeriant's Forum. I shall await you there. Well, like I'm just going to be running around a whole bunch. Yep, over there now. God damn it. Quite a bit of running around for such a small area the city-state has. But tell you how, this is the first time where it's like, hey, here's a new city-state, so yeah. This is, or rather was, the statue of Saint Valeriant, an assured dragoon of ages past who once drove off the great worm Nihog. Yeah, looks like it's seen better days. Surely you've heard of this sure dragoon, chosen by the Eye to lead Ishgard's dragoons in the fight against the Dravarian horde. But alas, much like this one, a number of statues in our fair capital have been defaced during a recent attack. Not that we could ever forget in whose name they were erected, mind you. In fact, one could say these figurements are like a badge of honour, earned from a clash of our enemy. Quite remarkable, wouldn't you agree? History being made of history, I say. I'm afraid that is all I have to tell of our dear city, but that glimmer in your eye tells me you wish to know more. Pray speak with Otto Goonlane at St. Waymanul's Cathedral. I have no doubt he can regale you with another tale of Ishgard's history. Well, good to note. Anyways, let's use this and just get back to manufacturing so we can get to the quest to hand in here, and then we'll head over to the pillars and clean up what we've got over there. This doesn't allow me time to think, which is good. He practically tripped over himself running in here not long ago. Thank you for finding him. He'll have to buckle down if he's serious about becoming a well-renowned breeder, though he's off to a good start having come here. Ishgard is famous for raising chocobos, you know. They've always been the steed of choice on the battlefield. The proving grounds where you found my starry-eyed assistant ensure they get plenty of practice. Well, I say it's practice, but it makes a good show for the folks spectating as well. You should see for yourself sometime. Nothing like feathers flying from two chocobos fluttering, almost dancing back and forth in the arena. You'll clearly come to understand why they call it the light feather proving grounds. And as long as this stable stands, you can be sure our chocobos will be there. I'll confess the weather has been more than unkind to our chocobo chicks, but we have traditions and a reputation to uphold. And we get an onion. Well, anyways, off to the pillars, the pillar lady boys. Particularly the cathedral is one of the areas I go to. A cathedral. Ah, religion. Boing, 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 up, boing, boing. You there! Greetings, friend. Halone's blessings be upon you. Ah, you wish to know more of Ishgard's history? It is not often travellers come seeking such knowledge. The holy see of Ishgard is home to myriad patron saints, for which many places are named. In fact, this cathedral was named for the first archbishop to oversee the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. They are a testament to the unshakable will of our people, to our unity in the battle against the Dravarian horde. I realize there is much of our people you do not know. We would not force our views upon you. Rather, we ask you not declare our pursuit of our destiny. The righteous path we walk by the grace of Halone, our truest saviour. I'll take this Tinker's Calm. Why not? You never know if I ever get into crafting at all, ever. I feel like that would be like a 10-minute video being like, and here's the crafting experience in Final Fantasy. Me just sat in like one of the guilds, crafting one of the basic items. And that sums up the crafting in Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, I wouldn't be wrong to do that, but also it'd be kind of a dick move in a way. Because it'd be downplaying the fact that crafting is important, because it's the crafting and because crafting classes are a requirement for being able to do more stuff with materia, so which I've kind of just ignored plainly, but still, regardless of all that, right, let us head over to the airship landing, so that we can hand in the quest, hand over the wine, and yeah, that seems about right actually, just those two things are definitely needed. Tile strips noble. Yes, can I help you with something? Here's some wine. After all that has happened, he still thinks to put me first. What I could do more for him, but at last I've lost nearly everything. My title, my land, my wife. She was accused of heresy. I did all within my power to advocate her innocence, but in there was naught I could do to forestall the hand of judgment. I was a man of great station, and yet I had never felt so low, so helpless. But the Fury has spoken, and to refuse her is perhaps a greater crime than those thrust upon my beloved wife. Now if you will excuse me, it's nearly time to... Where did he run off to? I'm so sorry to trouble you, but could you help me look for my son? We can ill afford to be late. Well, we have to head over towards the tribunal for that one. So anyway, we'll hand this one in. Oh, thank goodness! The swiftness of your report is most appreciated. The advent of the airship is truly a wonderful thing, but not without its hindrances, as you can see. They allow us to cross the ice wall, blocking passage to Western Corvus, and navigate the Sea of Clouds, but alone have mercy on the ship that should encounter dragons. This is why the Holy See has seen fit to employ machinists and astrologers in the operation of our airships. A sensible thing to do, if I may say so myself. I'll be honest, I think astrologer's not a bad class. I'll be fair to it. It's just when it's another pure heal after already having a pure heal in White Mage. It's like you might as well just keep playing White Mage at that point. You there. You need to go to your father. Father is searching for me? Then it is time. Forgive me. Father insisted we leave immediately, but I had to see for myself. This is where they took my mother to receive Halone's judgment. He said he would fight for her. The judgment would be served. But in the end, justice took my mother away from us. Perhaps if I had been stronger, I could have won the battle that my father did not. Well, I must be going. Goodbye, mister. Farewell, child. Nice to get some experience. Anyway, I've decided, I'm thinking it through and all that, and all the various things, that I believe I feel like going... I feel like going to Falcon's Nest, which means we need to head over to this manufactory, Aethernet Shard, and head this a ways. Greetings, Master Fur. I have sold a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands, as per Lord Artorial's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say you know, this particular breed can fly! Given the right conditions, they can carry you quite high too, even over a snow cloak. Ah, useful. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trying to carry you to your destination all by herself. So just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, be sure not to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Travelling to Falcon's Nest? Indeed I shall. Behold, more snow! Welcome to the Western Highlands. And I is a bridge. It's a bridgey bridge. A bridge that bridges about.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity.
Damn you, Dalmond. And the Empire. Well, they're dying.
Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken, that the knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim.
There's the
to the hamlet of Falcon's Nest. Once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
Well, there we go. We've made it to Falcon's Nest. It was quite an easy place to get to be honest. Almost like as if it's a good, nice thing to have, first and foremost. And hey, we got our chocobo out now, yay! The world, ooh, pardon me. The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. To business! Sir Wedward is in charge here. He should be expecting us. And while he may be, I'm going to head over in the direction of the Aetherite. And out of this chocobo keep. Because we can hire it to get back to Foundation if we so desire to. That's a neat little thing. But anyways, an Aetherite Plaza. Well, Aetherite as a whole. Yeah, welcome to the Western Highlands of Corvus. This is our first, now that we're out of Vulnerborn, the map doesn't reveal itself entirely immediately. No, and there's fates around here, but you can tell that some of these fates might end up being higher if you find something like this one that's level 56. You can tell that that means there are definitely bits that we're not meant to really be doing until later. Most of these are level 50, so you know, there's a way to see clouds there, there's a dungeon up there, there's the Fire and Forelands over there, Twin Pools, Wed Rim. Red Rim, my favourite. No, anyway. Anyway, enough about that. Time to drink some red rum. Anyway, Redwald. Red is on the mind. Okay, good. I'm not bleeding randomly. It's been far too long, Lord Artorial. And who might your companion be? Pray forgive our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Christopher, Ward of House Fortemps. Ah, yes, of course. Lord Dillamont spoke of you. I, Sir Redwald of House Durandary, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest. Oh, how's Dillamont doing, by the way? We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service? Before we speak of that, would I be correct in assuming that Master Foe is unfamiliar with our recent history? Then with your permission, I shall recount the tale for his benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few villagers. Then came the calamity. See 1.0. When it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned. Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have wrought these lands with impunity ever since. We'll be having to deal with her then. Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to establishing these objectives, but as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection, and the assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated. As promised, we of House Fortemps are at your disposal. Sir Redwald, you need but tell us where to begin. Yeah. So of course we get work in progress, which gives us some various random bits of gear. I like how there's like, oh, these are, you got like these ones are like proper suits of armor, a shirt, that's fine, and then just whatever this is meant to be. Oh, it actually is like a proper shirt still. Okay, never mind. I was thinking like, what is that? Because of the glowy stuff. Oh, anyway, we should probably accept the quest. Several craftsmen in service to House Desimel are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. Wolf, their foreman, tells me he has needs of a man with your talents. Be so kind as to seek him out. Well, we'll do that, but also at the same time, I will go exploring to see what quests I can find. Is quest given here? It is in here. Haha! Contingency supplies. This person grows worried about the supply stores. You'd like to help out, would you? I suppose there is something you might be able to lend a hand with. We're over short of foodstuffs. There's plenty of Steinbocks wandering around just outside the fortress. Please slay a few of them and bring me their meat. I'd say 3 should be enough for the time being. It's horrible stuff. It's stuff like boot leather and tastes like it too. But we can't afford to be picking around here, especially not with our food stores looking the way they do. Quest to go kill some things. Lovely stuff. And then we've got a quest up there by the looks of things, or it might be down to the side. Oh, it is up there. Okay. And there's some striking dummies here if you happen to want to just test out pressing buttons. Stolen goods. Oh. I look worried, you say? Nothing of the sort. I was simply thinking about something. The rebuilding of Falcon's Nest, in fact. Damage from the calamity and the freezing winds it brought with it was tremendous. Even the rats fled, driven out by the cold. The imposter Guillermine dealt with. We can move forward with the rebuilding of the fortifications. I'm truly delighted and proud to be part of it. But it's no simple task. The heretics' various supporters are obviously still a major concern, and high houses still have their squabbles and their disputes with the citizenry. Frankly, there's no end to the difficulties we face. Just yesterday, some valuable supplies went missing, stolen from within this very fortress, right beneath our noses. We've no leads, and we don't have the resources to scour the highlands looking for these supplies. We run to see a group of suspicious-looking fellows carrying a large crate with them. Maybe, well, we are stolen goods. Please recover them for us. Alright, okay. I guess. Oh boy. Wait, where is this guy that we need to find? Is he around here somewhere? Oh no, he's up there. Oh, god damn it. Yes, I'm Woff, and who might you be? Or is it Wof? Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honour of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them blackbirds same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But fury take me, this ice. It's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you. Mark my words. There's pockets of them here and there, just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak in and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. Yep, let's just go around looking for places where these sprites could be. First one happens to be here, haha! We are a surveyor. He gads, sprites. We should have been expecting that, we were told. What are they doing damage? Mad Roulette puts us on our chocobo. I can't fly no more. Square you get. Did I not have a... Oh, I swear I would have used my chocobo. Again, you get the unicorn out. So Ricochet uses its own thing, so I can actually use them. But okay, that that's a concern. Just the amount of damage I've taken thus far. I don't know if that was picked up, but I just heard cracking. Okay, this is just 2 again. Okay, phew. Yep. Oh, it sounds like it's gone a bit grey out again. Hey, that just means that I think the humidity's gonna rise. Ha! Now there's a man what looks like he found his marks. You're just the sort we need around here. The kind that will help to when he sees a task undone. Yep, and that will get our the equipping, so... Oh, pardon me. You're a dab hand at Warcraft, I can tell. I mean, yeah, I've played a good amount of Warcraft in my day. Not that I've seen any skill at arms to speak of, mind, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Be a waste to keep it to myself when there's others out there what need help same as me. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I ask you to head north to the Pike, the bloody whose statue out in the wastes, if you've never been. Mason, by the name of Ferrymont, is out there tending to the thing. Good man, Ferrymont, but I reckon he's taken on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him. Alright, well, we've now got a location that's not in Falcon's Nest. Oh, the game decided to put us in this. That's fair enough. Although we are actually going to take a gander outside just to go do some of the other quests we happen to have gotten. Contingency price and stolen goods just happen to be just like right there. Ooh. You know what? We're here. Let's do a thing. Let's do this thing since we're here. One Rider's one. Outriders belonging to the house Ginger have been spotted thing from a pack of silver wolves. Oh, and they're murdering my health. That's not good. This is not good at all, that I seem to just be dying horribly. It's like we can deal damage, but we are definitely one of the more squishier ones. Bring on my turret. We got bottom buddies. Oh, I just let that happen to me, okay. Oh, I should maybe not have tried to fight for them. give it a second. And my health go up a little bit. The Juggernaut chose the standard knight and oh fuck's sake. Why die to this shit? Am I trying to like take the aggro? Right, okay, whew, we succeeded. Do 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 do. Let's go in new areas. So yeah, we have to actively make our way to various parts of the map to actually get visual of the map itself, which is a little silly in a way. That it was fine for that to not be the case for Realm Reborn, but everything else it is. But you know. Okay, well that wasn't actually too bad. We hit level 51, yippee. Right, anyways, we've got to kill some of these Steinbocks. Didn't that weird mob that was in like a couple of patches ago with a question mark was around here somewhere in the Western Islands? Shame we didn't get here when it was still around. That would be fun to see if we could get to its location. Come on. Little concerned that we are somehow undergeared. Lovely to see that my Chocobo doesn't want to take the aggro ever. Like, no, it's fine. I don't mind taking damage. What do these fuckers have? Oh wait, yeah, this mount. This is one of the mounts we have. Right, back to Falcon's Nest with these quests that we've been doing. But this definitely looks like a kind of mount that wouldn't fly. Although I like the way that we're just sitting in the seat on the back bit, just like, yep, this is my glorious steed. It allows me to make my way through an area. Have you found stolen supplies? Why, yes we did. Yes, this is the fairy crate that was stolen. That's very much like the heretic's handiwork. But there's something in here that shouldn't be. A feather ornament? Whatever could it mean? That's not the type of ornament that was popular in Falcon's Nest before the Calamity. This sort of thing is no use to us. Here, a mere decorative trinket, but there is someone who might be interested in it. There's a humorless old man named Sigan who collects antiques from the small mountain village that used to be here at Falcon's Nest. I'm sure he'd love to take a look at something like this. Do you think you could do me a favour and take it to him? I mean, sure, I guess I can. Just hear a quacking behind me. Just quack. Bonus stats. Do you have the Steinblock meat? Yes, we do. Here you go. You have it already? Marvellous! I'm sure you're wondering what I plan to do with something so unappetizing. It's really quite simple. I'm going to leave it outside until it's frozen right through. Falcon's Nest is Ishgard's first line of defences against the Dravarian horde. We need to resist the dragon's fiercest onslaughts, but we also need to outlast prolonged protracted sieges. Once frozen, this meat will last a very long time. It may not taste good, but it'll keep our troops fighting when the supply line's been cut off. Thank you for providing it. Yeah. Ooh, pardon me. I think we'll take the tea. Chamomile tea. And then, where's this other guy? Oh, the other guy's down there. Right, okay, cool. Because then we'll make our way through the area. It's a shame that basically the only way to really know whether or not there's more to the map is by exploring. I wish we actually had flying, but ah well. Not much we can do about that. Sigan, you happen to be here. Did you want something? Here's this feather from the box we found. Ah, used to see these all the time before the Calamity. Back before Falcon's Nest ended up looking like this. This brings back memories. You say it was left with supplies stolen by the heretics? Well, thank you in any case. And he has another request for us immediately. Memories in the snow. He's reminiscing about the past, you see. The feather you gave me. I've not seen one of those in a long, long time. It brought back memories. The village here grew years ago, around the barracks housing the Ishgardian scouting forces. May have been a small village, but it had a long and rich history. Being so close to the Dravarian border, it had its fair shares of legend and wisdom passed down from generation to generation. But after Calamity and the freezing winds it brought, the whole village was lost to the ice. Thanks to House Desimel, the fortress's reconstruction is progressing rapidly, but the village and all the belongings left behind the Calamity's aftermath still lies deep beneath the snow. A rage of that feather ornament you found was previously dug up around here. I seek out and collect relics from before the Calamity. Everyone's so focused on rebuilding, nobody seems to care but one jot for the past. I suppose I ought to get back out there and shift through those snowdrifts. Find anything out there yourself? Let me know. Alright. I'll let this guy know if we happen to find anything. Which means our objective is to recover artifacts. Yay! Oh, death claw. I've been grabbed by the neck. Vroom. Do do do. Do 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 do. Ah, there's one. Ah, crap. Didn't have any marker on it, so that's nice. Thanks, game. Where's more? There's one. Well, that'll be the second one. There'll be another one somewhere in the area. That was different music than I thought I'd be hearing. Don't know the reason behind it. Now where could the third one be then? Oh, there. Perfect. I must have found the one that had an enemy with it. Yep. Gallop, gallop, galloping about. Gallop, gallop, galloping about as we go back to the Crest Hall. With these artifacts we have found. You actually found something. Yes, these 6 astral era tools. Maybe you really know how I feel. Maybe you're just helping an old man out of pity. Whichever it is, I still owe you my thanks. I've been happier than when they first started talking about rebuilding Falcon's Nest. I thought I'd finally have the old village back. Of course, the RDC weren't interested in the village at all. They just wanted their fortress. Now it's bigger and grander than ever before. Falcon's Nest I knew, that small village I grew up in, it's been lying under all the snow ever since the calamity. All the villagers who could never return home. They all had to move to the capital. It's for them that I'm still digging through all the snow, trying to recover that lost history. And so that quest is done. Yeah, it's true that there's what once was a lot more verdant of an area is definitely a lot different. So we can see up to there at the moment. What do you see there? One missing spear. That I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce it. There's 10 seconds left. It's quite a bit, obviously, but for now we don't need to care about most of it because we'll just be into the main quest. Now I've tried a deep boy. Ugh. There's quite a few of these died around this area. And I don't try too many as I try and get to where I need to go. Okay, good. Hail to you, traveller. What brings you out this way? From and Roth bid you assist me? Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand. Been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect have not been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just the thing for it. Rather though these pies have it. If you could slay free and bring me their bristles, I'd be in your debt. Oh, why? Okay, fine. I'll go fucking shoot at some of these deep eyes then. Okay, well. Ooh. It's a shame that I'm not as yappy today. You know, because there's probably things I could probably do. Ah well. I think that's just down to the fact that things suddenly took a downturn in terms of the weather, and suddenly that meant a downturn in my health. And ooh, pardon me. Though then again, I'm definitely still 100% affected by that concussion, so it's probably just a case of things are going a bit more smoother, things are going a little less smoother, and it'll just keep being like that now until whenever it stops. There you are. Have you the bristles? Yeah, there you go. Oh, I've played 1 hour and a half, and yet it's the humidity. I feel fucking dreadful right now. I feel how coarse that is. That is why they're perfect for scrubbing the soot from the statue. Beautiful, isn't it? Spitting image of Haldrath, first of the Azure Dragoons and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravarians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon this statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard, and the conditions harsh. As a proud Ishgardian, I could ask of no greater honour. And we get a rainbow word of aiming, which will make our gear better. Hooray! So yeah, we're definitely getting this this yellow and green colour scheme going on right now. From on high. Before you return to Falcon's Nest, Fairmont has a favour to ask. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favour to ask. There's this knight, Yasudor, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with kindness and respect. One I to serve, to be honest. Any word, while you were away, she came through on patrol. I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but will you mind returning it to her? My thanks to you, friend. Sure, maybe we can do that. Should be a simple task. So yeah, over this way is more mobs, as there is a big cabin in between the bits of land that the bridge connects. But we're not heading that way, we're heading over this way. Phew. And here's the anvil. Use the door. I am here to deliver a package. What's that? A package? I'm the Photius, what you're talking about. This package? Confound it, that full of a... what a waste. It was a gift of Fentura. Fairmont labours day and night without regard for his own well-being. At the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favouring a lowborn mason in such a manner. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern as well as your willingness to assist Fairmont. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be safe and swift. Pray give my regards to Sir Redwall. Right, well, fair enough. Off we go. Oh yeah, up this way. Counts as going into the Red Room area. I don't think we can actually get into that area. I think that's for a later point. If we can export part of the map, no, we can't. Okay. That was worth a shot. Because I'll be honest, I see this and I'm like, where the fuck's the map? But you know, it's just me being silly as per usual. Oh, I tell you what. I tell you what, though. I am. You know, I think recent decision making by several fucking different people on the internet makes me go. You know what? As much as I complain about the AEW elitist smarks that just get on my nerves, at least the worst thing that the majority of them do is having to be very overzealous about a wrestling show. You know. I can't fault them for that. If they want to be horribly parasocial to a wrestler that happens to work a company they want to succeed, then sure, you know what, I'll take it over horrible stuff happening to children. I must applaud your initiative, Masterfar. Wolf tells me that you've been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task to which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Art, we all included. Oh, good, so he's actually going to do some work then. Once quest completes done, Reckonance lost. In times such as these, Sir Redward is glad to have veterans like you to whom he can turn. Indeed. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Dillamont said. Good. We have lost contact with a Reckonance party sent north to Riversmeet in search of the Heretics' hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land which can claim, and has claimed, the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party to a different area to such. You and Lord Artorial will be working together. Seeing him out when you're ready to depart, and good luck. Well, let's start with him then. It seems we have been assigned the area near Camp's Rivers Meet, Master Far. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of our many of our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from the Corvus highest highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity. It would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let us be off. Good of him to actually make his way through the area then. So, as we can see, it's downwards. Oh. It's downwards over there-ish. Oh, but we have more quests. Ooh. It's neat. I'm distracted by the map again. Navigate. I'm making going downstairs a lot harder than I should. What we got here? Grandfather's belongings. Even if I had the time to head out there alone, if I had to follow those beasts, I wouldn't stand a chance. You see, one of the reasons I requested this posting was so I could recover my grandfather's belongings. They ought to be near the frozen docks of Camp Rivers Meet. But things being busy as they are, I'm not at liberty to leave my post at the moment. What's worse, the area is absolutely teeming with monsters, so I can't send just anyone in my stead. But you look like you can handle yourself. Maybe so can just help me. Yeah, I guess I can. It's in the area. Roundabout. Anyway, there is a quest involving going back to the Anvil area. Oh, you get the blood. Ow. Ow, my neck. Ow. Oh. That's me not jumping properly. And if I wanted to move the webcam, I could put myself in a corner and start saying REM. That's me in the corner. That's me on the spot. Losing my religion. Yeah, REM was always a decent band. There was some good stuff to them. I will say I've not listened to them religiously at all, so my opinion means shite as per usual. Dances with wolves. Some ways beyond here lies Camp's Rivers Meet. The camp was once the centre of Lucius pastures, a prime gazing field for cattle and other livestock. Now it's home to naught but wolves. Pray help drive the beasts away with sword and spell. Slay free silver wolves, let them learn to fear us. So we've got a bunch of stuff to do in all the same area, as it were. Now, there's probably a legitimate way to get down here, but come on, like, you see this and you're like, oh, I better jump down then. Note, do not do that. You will hurt yourself, you morons. There's probably better ways to being attacked. There's probably better ways down, but seeing as I'm being attacked right now, I think I'll take my chances. I'll take the lesser of the 4 damage, and then die over here. Ow. Right. Since we're in the area, that does mean we can do all these quests actually while we're here. That's good. First things first, these wolves. You all thought some fate, but apparently I'm doomed to forever be fighting them, let's see. I think my Chocobo just can't hold on to aggro well enough. Maybe I need to actually put it in defender stance. No, pardon me. Heat blast! Heat blast! Heat blast! Oh, my heat blasts. I'll just shoot it then. The frozen wastes of this place. I should probably use more crucial wounds on them here. That's a good thing about there being a bunch, because this is early content for an expansion. We actually don't have like single player duties occurring every 5 seconds, so we've actually been able to have more time with our Chocobo, our lovely Chocobo that I've named Mume. It still makes me cry. I need to stop doing that joke, but is it a joke? You know, I am still sad that she graduated from whole life. Shame and all. Well, and to be honest, but whenever someone from a corporation like HoloLive graduates, I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I hope they're doing well in whatever it is they're doing, even if it's something that's far removed from the internet. Like and me, a member of the general public, don't need to be privy as to what they're up to. You know, if they happen to show back up on YouTube or Twitch or wherever under a different identity, then cool. Those that wanna watch them can do so. And that's great. Those that just want to be just wash their hands of the whole thing, then hopefully people don't hound them if they happen to find them in real life. Because that would be very disrespectful and very rude and all that. Right, with those things done, let's head over to the actual camp that we need to go to. You know, since we're here and all. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Damn it! I saw the objective and I thought that... Oh, crap, I've got to actually find the way up. Where is it? Somewhere along here. And I don't know where entirely. I might have looked at it when we were going through it all. Ah, for fuck's sake. Well, here's Black Iron Bridge. We're technically underneath it right now. Hey, that means more area discovered. Hooray! Can I get out of here? That's going to be my question. And if not on this side, then hopefully somewhere on that side. Because I'm sure there's plenty of people who will make that mistake, right? I'm not the only dum-dum, right? 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 Wrong! I am the only idiot. It's me. I'm the more one. I'm the imbecile. I'm the I probably shouldn't say that last one. But still, I'm the one that ends up doing the stupid thing. Phew. I was saying a naughty word. How edgy of me. Well, at least I'm not trying to say the N-word. Now, anyone who does try to do that, I will probably slap, but still. Then again, no, maybe I shouldn't slap, because that's not my place. Anyway, you know what? I have a feeling I want Choco Kick. And I'll give it Enhanced Mind as well. Spine Kate. Oh, how lovely. You know what? I probably should actually go to putting into defense form. There, below us, Camp Riversmeet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliff safely from here. Should we fool the beasts below and make short work of us? Come, I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. Yes, Artorial, I know of it. I just... This is on me for not paying attention, I'll admit. If I could get it all done, lickety split, and then I'm not, so it's all on me. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no signs of it. Still, it's possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Riversmeet. Till we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. Indeed we shall. I shall set my finger to the fender and then... on this mount again. Though then again, it's what, 5 mounts I've got, so it's 20% chance. It's a 1 in 5, so it should be 20%. 20, 40, 60, 80, yeah, 20%. Which means, really it's like rolling a d6, but the 6 just means roll again or something. Because I normally do a car, believe it or not. Anyways, now we're in Camp Riversmeet for real this time. Maybe we can find that silver wolf so that we don't have to bother. We might have to ride that one, though. That's a bit close to target area. Hey look, it's a Red Cousins party night. We found one. Let's go into the thing. Ow. Gaunt figures! No! Go. You there, my good sir. Are you alright? Oh, no dying. Bleh. Oh no. No. Are you alright? It sounds of a struggle. Thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. 3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved. Just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Master Fur. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Nor to put white all around, until we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us, with naked steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others, I was shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. Aye. My lord, the heretics' hideaway leads somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must have faith, sir. Justice will be done, but first we must see you to safety. And that nets us some gloves of aiming. That is also that we are using a weaker weapon, and the game still has us equipped with a weather choker and a weathered wing. I might want to throw those into a bin and all that, just so that maybe I'll have better stats or something. At the end of our hope, why? It's your sail, or Lady Iceheart. Rather, he has the word of it, Master Fur. Whatever remains of the Heretics' trail will be gone with the next snowfall. But we cannot fail to leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the Heretics' trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith. Be sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Alright, but ashore will not be far behind, and Chris, thank you. So while I still have quests to hand in elsewhere, we'll probably make our way more back towards Falcon's Nest once we're done with this anyway. Ah, crap, I can't jump down that bit. Oh, at least there's no level 999 silver wolves. I'm preferring to Star Whale. I probably shouldn't give a shit about her anymore. God, it's surprising how some people really do take stock into how well a gacha game's doing in terms of money. Like, oh, what, the successful ones make more money than the unsuccessful ones? No. Anyways, single player duty time as we find footprints. The tracks continue north. And we look a little silly, but hopefully we're warm wearing these bits of aiming gear. No, my tire things go down because of fucking... It's suspicious footprints, pardon me. The track... Let's continue to the north. We gotta keep looking. And there are some ice traps around, so we gotta be careful. Hopefully we don't attract too much attention to ourselves. The tracks continue north. Makes sense. They keep continuing north. We are now heading into unfamiliar territory in terms of land, so gotta be careful. Oh, I should probably deal with the one that I can heal. Never mind, I was blinded. I can't. And now they're fleeing and we're to follow them. However, I am range DPS, so I can keep shooting them. Get back here, you. This is helping me with getting my resources up, so you know. Ah, damn it. Sadly, we had these ice traps in the way. Seeing as he's probably despawned at this point, that the intention is for us to get distracted, probably by this force grenade if we're not careful as well. Oh, a building! Perfect! More enemies though. A friendly reminder that these sort of duties are designed for even the squishier classes to succeed in, so it's nice that we've got mobs that don't just somehow have 1,000 more health than they should and just end up hurting us in the long run. I think someone's disrupting the course of traffic. Oh well. Here's a door. I'm not sure if it's the right door, but we gotta figure this out. Stairs leading downwards. Aha! You fool, you led them right to us! That they did, and now... Oh, maybe I should focus on the ones that will die faster. So then these one is just adding the ones fast enough. The way when you get destroyed by the funniest mobs that will attack you, so yeah. We shoot the man that is in our way, because he is an evil heretic. No, I won't! Oh, yeah. Ooh, we have a thing here though to survey. Lovely place these heretics have. But duty complete. Hooray! Of course, it's always good to be in a inside bit, and that's no, just painful and all that. And hello, yourself. We pull our gun out immediately. Stay back! I will shoot!
For me, I presume.
Yes. Good timing, Midgard Som.
Ah, the child who glimpsed the truth.
No, it cannot be.
Why, yes it is.
He cameth unto me, as didst thou, alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the Echo.
Nice to know that some of your shenanigans were through Echo-related stuff.
The
Of course,
vision's
from
terrible
Heaven's
when
Ward
you
onwards,
first-
they start messing around with what the
They
Echo
came
is,
without
because
warning.
they have to.
I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things once the calamity came.
Damn that calamity.
The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice
As we've
and
been
snow.
made well aware of.
We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own.
Fair.
I was found, of course. And not by a
Naturally.
mere dragon, but by the great worm Hraesvelgr.
Oh goody, I have to deal with Ward now as a bloody keyword. Magic the Gathering aside.
And it was then that I knew
How
why
convenient.
I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice and saw the truth through his eyes.
Uh-huh.
I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people. To bring dragon and man together as they once were and should ever be.
So naturally, of course, Ishgard hates your guts because they're all about killing dragons. Yeah, what about the innocents? It's like... Did they deserve
It
it?
wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control.
Uh-huh. Yep. Sure. These dragons that indiscriminately kill anyone from Ishgard are indiscriminately killing people from Ishgard. Who'd have thunk it?
Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now.
Dragons last a long time.
Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right.
Explain.
I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken, and peace
What, by helping the
restored.
dragons? Yeah, that'll help.
We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Still a bit of Shiva in you? Well, so we didn't have to have as much of a hostile confrontation there, thank you, Midgodson. Well, like, putting a bullet through a heretic's head would always be entertaining in its own right. Presumably she'll have scarpered far enough away before Artorial and the various knights he's managed to gather up get here. Otherwise, she's in for a rude awakening when she breaks out through the door. Master Fur, please alone, you are alive! We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. Yeah, I had an encounter with heretics. So they were lurking in the cellar of this farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Iceheart escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishment. We have them on the one. And you've dealt our foes a telling blow this eve, my friend. Now shall see that your efforts are recognized. Good. Anyways, let's hand the quest in. Establishing an outpost in so remote a location could not have been easy. Tenacious devils. And we get the next quest, Knights, be not proud. The knights have mattered here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with Sir Redwald. Come, after trekking heretics across mountains of ice and snow, I would say you are due a few hours rest next to a warm fire. I say that, but there is a quest over here that I will take a gander at. Yeah, actually, on the other side of the book, so that's neat. Actually, not too far away from a bunch of other stuff. Mr. Hot-Tempered Knight, what do you have for us? An attractive charm and a bunch of ice-related things. Gods be cursed! Moments ago I was mobbed by a huge swarm of sauce grenades. I made away with my life, but dropped my magic talisman in the confusion. It's a gift from my family, and in the instant those monsters saw it, they lost interest in me. They tore the thing apart and fled with the pieces. Ah, damn it. Talisman carries a lot of sentimental value for me. I have to get it back, but I can't leave my post. You strike me as a capable sort. Be a good lad and cover it for me, would you? It looked like the talisman was broken into 3 separate pieces. I didn't see which of the beasts snapped the pieces, mind you. I was more concerned with escaping before they regained their interest in me. Pardon me. But please, slay those frost grenades and recover my talisman for me. So we got now just shoot at some frost grenades a bit. That's fair enough. And now we're back from being in the duty, which means we're just gonna have to deal with things like this then. Thing is, because our chocobo will happily stand in attacks, we do have to be careful about that. Right. I still don't understand how people can take a look at fictional characters and then be like, oh, well, you see, they're fictional, so any illegal things we do in the real world shouldn't be applied to them in terms of logic. And it's like, so that means your heartstrings aren't pulled when a truly sad thing occurs? Alright, good to know that these people are emotionless husks, you know? Oh, you found them! Words cannot fully express my gratitude. My family made this the talisman from an ice crystal. It was meant to protect me, but to be honest, there's more than enough cold around here without me carrying this thing. Still, it carries no small amount of sentimental value for me. I wonder what made the frost grenades fall over it. Did they plan to eat it? For something that's supposed to protect me, the talisman is doing a dreadful job. Whatever the reason, I prefer not getting attacked again. I'll be sure to put this somewhere safe in the barracks rather than carrying it on my person. Thank you again for covering it for me. You're welcome, random hot-tempered knight. Got a bunch of frost-related stuff. And instead of walking, we can always teleport back to Falcon's Nest. Lovely stuff. Oh, but I do need to head back to the anvil to hand in the other quests. So maybe I should have walked. Oh well, it's a little late for that. It's very convenient that in a very quick amount of time, apparently some VTuber here in the UK got caught with pictures of their own model, and it's like their model, it looks very childlike. So I'm not surprised the police might have been like, someone reported to the police, guys, this looks a bit. I'm not surprised. There is probably a fine line between, yeah, this is fine, to, oh dear lord. So, you know. And then conveniently another post on Reddit of someone looking for legal advice for a similar thing. I do think they are separate instances of a similar thing, because, yeah, the UK has been cracking down on things that are very much, won't somebody think of the children when it comes to, but, hey, that's part of the Online Safety Act. I don't necessarily agree with everything that they've done, but hey, if it means less people potentially doing things to even fictional children, I'll be happy. Or even what looks to be. The day the 5,000-year-old dragon trope dies will be a day I will be happy. Oh, this looks to be everything. Halloran's blessing be upon you. My grandfather used to make a living as a ferryman, back before the calamity. But what good's a ferryman when the ice is thick enough to walk across? No wonder that his health has gotten so much worse over the years. Aye, a man without purpose is prone to sickness. If I could but remind him of what he once had, though maybe he'd recover. Yeah. Like, quite logically, I'm thinking, is that fine line. That super fine line from where it goes to oh no. Because at the end of the day, if a grown adult's using a childlike model, what are you meant to think other than, yeah, it's an adult, they can do this, it's fucking weird, as all hell. It's like the people who are infatuated by step fantasy. It's like, those people are weird, we can say that they're weird, as long as they're not doing, as long as the people who are making it isn't doing anything illegal, then it should be none of our business. But if there's that fine line between legal and illegal, sometimes towing yourself along the line continuously is not worthwhile. It just isn't. Because the moment you get in trouble once, that's it, you're done. And anything else that was on that line suddenly starts being over the line. For slain those horrid wolves, you have my deepest thanks. There was a time when the Ishgardian troops stationed at Camp Riversmeet. Should we recover the camp? Were we able to station soldiers there again? It would make our patrol safer, then cover more area. For long we shall move to reclaim the camp. When that time comes, I may call upon your services again. Well, until that potential time, let's head back to Falcon's Nest again and actually speak with Redwald. And I think that's just how it is. Actually, just coming to the tutorial at hand, it's just the case. If it's truly 100% true, this person who broke the law and all that, then, you know, then they deserved it. If it truly is, like, undefensible in terms of how it looks. I do question the bail conditions, because when it comes to online crimes, I'm not going to say anything, but I have a family member who knows more about this stuff. From doing it, from working at a job to do with this sort of thing. That bail conditions, if it tends to be an online related thing, usually means you're not accessing the internet without there being somewhere there over your shoulder, looking at it like a hawk, staring at the screen like a hawk. They certainly would never allow you to log back into any of the accounts that could be full of it outside of giving them access so that they can gather it all up and be like, yep, this is illegal, this is illegal, this is super fucking illegal, this is fine, but that's illegal. And so it is weird how they were able to just be like, yeah, so anyway, I have a Safe for Work account now, go follow me there, that sort of thing. It just makes me go, to it all. Well, yeah, well, if it's all true and all that and real and whatever, then hey, that's where the conditions set. If it's not true in the slightest, then I wouldn't be surprised. Lord Artorial, Master Fur, full glad am I to see you both hale and healthy. What news? We explained what we encountered. You mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we've made great strides towards purging these lands of heretics. I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to my father in the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artorial. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses Duanderi and Fortemps could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed, I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest. We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Master Fur have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. When am I getting access to the compass? Oh, I'm not getting Aether Cones until I've done both of the quest chains. Damn it. So we gotta go and do the stuff in the Sea of Clouds as well then. That's a shame because I wanted to actually see for sure where the Aether Cones were while we were here in this area. Oh wells, we're done here, which means back to the Fortemps Manor. The question is, of course, whether or not I have to... Oh, wait. Can I walk? Can I just walk into the loading zone? No, I cannot. Okay. Okay, never mind. I had a thought process. It didn't work out. Let us head to the correct thing. I believe we need to go to the Chocobo Keep then. Yeah, so I'd like to head to Foundation, please. And it puts us on a flying chocobo! Yeah! Black chocobos! It's nice that they can fly. It gives you access to more area when you don't have an airship in older Final Fantasies. But we're now back in Foundation! Lovely stuff. And we've made quite a good amount of progress. It's almost like an hour inside the sea, an hour in a different place, and we'll be getting to a different place again in a short time. For now though, let's head back to the Four Temps Manor, so that we can hand in Knights Be Not Proud and be done with Autorial for the time being. Welcome, Master Fleur. Will I enter? Yes, I certainly do. Back in the warmth. About damn time. Master Fleur, I would speak plain. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realise. Rumours have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beg a belief. But Haurchefant swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened, because for all his wisdom, he was never been able to say no to my dear half-brother, the legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course, even on her deathbed. She refused to acknowledge him, and to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. And that is not the worst of it. At Camp Wither's meet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone, an onerous task fraught with danger. And there you were, the saviour of Eorzea, an honoured guest of House Four Temps, my new comrade in arms, Haurchefant's dear friend. I told myself it was to be a test, but part of me hoped that you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor any sign of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Yeah. Plainly, Haurchefant had the weight of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks my own weakness, but I will not doubt you again, Master Fleur. On that you have my word. We get access to some various materials here. If we could put them on our gear, we could, but I don't because I don't have crafting of the level required. And well, in Four Temps Manor. Which means we'll be heading off to the Sea of Clouds in a minute. I'm just going to disappear to the toilet for a moment. So I'll be back in a sec. And we are back. Oh, almost caught a cable on a thing. That would be bad. Right. To see clouds. Right, we need over to the airship place, which is over by the squadron. We went past it a couple of times. We don't talk to him himself, we just talk to the ticket type. Ready to depart, sir. The airship bound for Camp Cloudtop will be leaving shortly. Indeed we shall. We shall leave, and we get the new location discovered. Well, yeah, because we're going to a different location. Location. So that was a show. Ah, well. Welcome to some floating places in Albathia's spine, the Sea of Clouds. It's a night time for us at this present moment.
Upon an airship, conceived within the fecund mind of Sid Garland, renegade prodigy of
Good old Sid.
Garlemald, who had come to call Eorzea home. High into the heavens, where isles of earth and stone floated as clouds, a frontier the knights of Ishgard had scarce begun to explore. To a fledgling outpost, within the Sea of Clouds, where careworn scouts ever scanned the skies for winged shadows, he came.
And here we are. Flying on in. Now, I do hope that, unlike certain other MMOs with an area like this, we can't just easily fall to our deaths. Let's actually try. You know what? Let's try that out, shall we? Okay, right. Square understood. They understood not to do what Val did with Outlands, where it's just like, oh, I can just jump on the edge immediately. Which, in a way, is hilarious if you accidentally do it, but Emmeline's here to meet us. Already cold up here. I mean, Corvus may not be blessed with the warmest weather in the world, but compared to this, it seems positively balmy. And of course, our hero is wholly unperturbed. You don't have to maintain that strong, silent persona all the time, you know. Never mind, we need to find Lady Laninite. She is in charge of the garrison here. And when we find her, just follow my lead, yes? Excellent. Well, anywho, onwards we go into this place. Just like with Falcon's Nest, I have a feeling we're going to be needing to use the Chocobo Keep to get around places, but to get back to Foundation and all that, unless we want to teleport. But it is cheaper, but oh, we do not actually have any routes that we can take with it. Oh, interesting. Oh hey, it's an NPC called either Noel or Noel. I fucking hate you, Falcon. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Like, is it Noel if there isn't the bit at the end? Or is it Noel no matter what? These things are what keep me up at night, and I will forever bitch and moan about it. I know it sounds whiny when I keep doing it, but please, just bear with me. Anyway, we do actually have a random side quest already. The Way of the Dodo. Looking for work, are you? You got the right place. The name's Cowabult. And I have the honour of serving Lady Laninite. When I am free of duty, I try to make myself useful by helping out with the farm work, as I am now. Of late, we've been having a problem with wild Gastornis. You might recognise them as the colourful dodo creatures you've seen about the place. Try as we might to keep them away, they've always managed to get our crops before we can harvest them. It would mean much to the camp if we could dispatch some of them. 3 should be sufficient, I think. Also, if it's not too much trouble, you might bring back some of the meat from the beasts you found. No sense in letting perfectly good poultry go to waste. Fair enough, we'll keep that in mind as we make our way down. We got to find a way down. I'd rather actually find the way down instead of being an idiot. I think I found the way down. It's just over there. Since we're going to be fighting things, I might as well just sprint my way there. Okay, these are certainly a way to go about doing a way down, but you know what? Fair enough. There's gaily cats even. How lovely. Probably also aggro them well if we're not careful, so we're dead. Fuck's sake. Easy shooting. Right, that dealt with. That's one murder. And yes, we'll get the second one once we kill it. There we go. And then there's a third one there, but I'm going to see if I can try and angle myself so I don't attract other mobs. See, this is the thing. By me choosing to play something that's not over-geared and over-leveled, it actually feels like I'm actually able to play the game a little bit more. Instead of just, oh, here I go, just having to fight an extra mob because I landed in between a bunch of stuff and it's just no matter of issue, it just takes me a little bit longer by proxy. Well, let's head back and hand it in, and then we'll head on over to the main quest. Because as we can see, just like with the other area, we can see here that there's a lot of stuff. There's even a right up there of OK Sondu. Obviously, we're not going there just yet. It means that there's a lot of area to go before we can actively have seen everything that there is to see of this area. So we'll just have to keep that in mind. I did. No, not that. I did actually grab. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. I don't know why I suddenly turned around like that. What the oh, whatever. Anyway. You've taken care of the guy of Stormus? Splendid! Were you able to procure the meat as well? Why, yes I did. My thanks, friend. My men will be glad for this bounty of fresh meat. Solid meats are perfectly fine in moderation, but we often long for foods with a bit more flavour. Thanks to you, we've struck 2 birds with 1 stone. Our men have fresh meat for the fire, and we're under a respite from the Gastornus. Nice to have been of assistance. I think there's probably about like 7, 8-ish quests, main scenario wise, plus the ones that are side ones that we seem to be doing. We'll probably be level 52 when we're going into the next chain of quests, which is fine, you know. While we're actively doing this stuff, this is fine. Getting experience is fine. It's if we end up 10 levels higher is when I'm like, like if I end up like level 61 right as we're about to enter Stormblood, it's like, no, whatever. And even then, who knows, I might switch up and go Samurai or Red Mage to represent the class of said expansion. That I seem to feel like I might actually do. We have plenty of game time between then and now, though, so I might change my mind. I might just stick to Machinist for the rest of it. I might go back to White Mage, being like, you know what? Now that I'm able to operate in the Orgy again, I'm back to being White Mage. Heal you all that. Who knows? Maybe there could be a class that does healing with a gun, or something that's similar to a gun. Huh. Oh god, there's a percentage chance I might end up trying to fucking heal my way through Holminster Switch with Sage. Anyways, turn to the NPC that we need to talk to. Master Fur, welcome! I am Sir Laniat de Halinat, commander of the forces stationed here at Camp Cloudtop. Strange though it may sound, I have long dreamed of meeting you. I am in your debt, you see, and shall never remain so. Were it not for you, my younger brother Fancel would have been executed upon the word of a false inquisitor. See that part of the Realm Reborn content, where we had to deal with that fucking fake inquisitor fucker. Alas, a knight must go where duty demands, and thus I have been unable to seek you out, but by the grace of alone, I have been granted an opportunity to thank my brother's saviour in person, and to call upon his generous aid besides. Truly, I know not what I have done to deserve this double blessing. 'Tis a pleasure to see you again, my Lady Laniat. You cut an elegant figure as always, a steel-clad rose, equally at home on a battlefield or in a ballroom. Lord Emily, if it's not too much to ask, I should be grateful if you would allow me to finish speaking with Master Fur. Camp Cloudtop was established to provide early warning of impending Jafarian incursions. The high elevation afforded by the floating isles makes it ideal for this purpose. Naturally, also makes us a ready target for attack. We are not defenseless, however. The Protector, our largest and most advanced ship, is capable of downing all but the mightiest dragons. Alas, if you may have noticed, it is currently undergoing repair. Worse, our efforts have been hampered by an indigenous beast tribe known as the Fanu, with whom we have had several skirmishes already. No beastman is a match for a man of Ishgard. Bring me a bird, man. I'll show him a thing or two. I fear much and more may be asked of you in the days to come, Master Fur. Ah well, I've signed up for this, so I'll have to deal with it. As things go. So an indispensable ally! Woo! While I understand Count Edwin's intentions, I would rather not waste valuable time ensuring that the young lord doesn't get trampled underfoot. True, it is entirely possible that he may learn something from this experience, but if left to his own devices, I think it far more likely that he'll make a mess of things. Tell him that I would like him to keep watch for Jafarian outflyers. Then, when you have a moment to speak with his manservant in private, make it clear that it is his responsibility to keep Emmeline from shirking his duty. Alright, easy enough. Emmeline, I've got a task for you. A request from Laniat? Why didn't she think to ask me in person? Surely she must see me standing here but a few arms away. Oh, never mind. What is it? A mission of paramount importance. Keep watch for Jafarian outflyers. A mission? Yes, of course. That is why I'm here. I shall do as my lady asks. Hey, Honohoit. Honohoit? Ah, Master Fur, I do not believe I have introduced myself. My name is Honohoit, and I serve at the pleasure of Lord Emmeline. Lady Lionette would have me accompany Lord Emmeline on his mission? Ah, I understand completely. I will do my utmost to keep him out of harm's way. Good. Right, now that that's dealt with, do you have anything more important going on? Were he of another house, mayhap I would not feel obligated to go to such lengths to preserve his safety and dignity. In any case, I appreciate you speaking to him for me. It would seem he actually listens to you, at least more so than others. Or mayhap you are more skilled at this than most. I expect you had to humour your fair share of difficult men before. What are men, if anything, but difficult, hey? And now for meeting the neighbours. Now that Emmeline is out of harm's way, we are free to discuss matters of actual import, such as our struggles with the Fanu. We first encountered the Fanu several years ago, when we had just begun to explore the Sea of Clouds. After the exchange of pleasantries and gifts, we received permission to construct a permanent lookout post. There was peace between our people for half a year, and suddenly, for reasons unknown, their attitude towards us changed. They began to attack our foraging parties without provocation, forcing us to rely more heavily on supplies thrown in from Ishgard. But words are no substitute for first-hand experience. Go and see Sir Mariel. She could use your assistance. Alright, let's go and see what she has to say. And while she is up there, there is also a quest over this way. What does this guy have? A bargaining chip. That's a name for a quest. I say, are you not the ward of House Fortents I've heard so much about? Perfect! I have a need of adventure of such repute. See, Camp Caltrop is a post for those who have, let us say, served beyond their usefulness. We do what we can to make the best of it, but I know the others are disheartened, that they take no pride in their duties. Though this place has robbed them of their vigour, they are yet proud men of House Hallionut, and I refuse to let their spirits sour and their blades grow dull. How to do this has become my foremost concern, and it dawned upon me, we must improve the quality of food. Think about it. What morale can you expect of troops denied a hearty breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Surely better meals would go a long way in rekindling their spirits. I mean, sure, but Fabulet, our camp's quartermaster, would never hear of it, at least not from me. But if we were to hear it from you, and venture of your background, he would at least take it into consideration. I beg you, please speak some sense into him. For the camp! Indeed, for the camp, indeed. Let's, well, there's a thing for us to do. Obviously, we'll go talk to that guy, but more importantly is we got to mosey on over now to the NPC we're meant to be talking to for the main story. Master Fire, I presume. Lady Leniette told me you were coming. I hear tell you've never faced a Fanu before. Well, spend enough time on patrolling you're sure to cross paths with them eventually. These birdmen are native to the Floating Isles. I say birdmen, but they're not at all like the Axel. Unless that Axel's mother was a guy, yes. Here, let me mark several locations on the map. If you discover any Fanu in these areas, kill or drive them away. Alright, okay, well, we know what to do on that front. Which means, for the moment, we'll head on down. Head over to this side quest. Back over there. So we gotta go over there, to there, and then up to there. Fair enough. Actually, I want to check something. Let's go with more donor. I don't see anything done. Okay, right. So I think the symbols with the yellow thing means that those are areas you can fly in. Areas that you can't do at all. Just be like that. And then the Sea of Clouds is greyed out. Which will, of course, suggest stuff. Okay, you can like do things like this, but they can't be used for attack purposes, really. Shame in a way, but then you just have people on a mount trying to use that as their way of attacking a bunch, so. I am back here to talk to you. You want what for this camp? Heartier meals? Don't tell me. Gildon sent you, didn't he? There's no small fee having supply shipped here, you know. Even the wealthiest nobles would be hard-pressed to afford constant deliveries of fresh foods to a place such as this. It simply cannot be done. If he's so dissatisfied with our provisions, he should forage and cook for himself. A number of men are already doing just that. He always was one to overindulge in his eating, and I fear hunger is clouding his judgment. But he's mistaken that he thinks I can freely request shipments of goods as I please. When I ask a favour of you, Caltrop is known for a nutritious and surprisingly filling variety of mushroom. I'd like you to find one and give it to Gildon for me. Perhaps then he'll find a way to stay his appetite on his own and leave me be. Well, wait, you know what? I want to take a break. Next time we'll obtain a clown mushroom and also keep watch for the Fanu, as well as more of the main scenario stuff, as well as anything else that goes on within the Sea of Clouds. And then, of course, after we've done that, we'll have access to the Avicones and I'll have to start hunting for them. But hey, if I want to fly in areas, that's what I'll have to do.